Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Sasuke Nerds podcast, your one-stop shop for all things Sasuke and Ninja Warrior. I am your host, Evan. I am joined by my co-host, Kane. Unfortunately, no Billy this week, but today we have a very special guest joining us. We have a seasoned veteran of Ninja Warrior Germany, a Women's Ninja Association finalist, and a really good friend of mine. Please welcome Madleen Zirnsak. Madleen, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah, welcome to the pod. Super stoked to have you. Definitely one of the more unique resumes that we've seen in Ninja, period. You know, like you're living in the US, you've competed on Germany more than you've competed on A&W. You know, walk us through the lore, the background of that first.
Yeah, so I've competed on Ninja Warrior Germany 4 times now. I started when I was 16. That was actually the first season that they allowed like 16-year-olds to compete on the show. So I took that chance and now I just stuck to it and I'm going to compete again this year, which I'm really excited about. So we'll see how everything goes.
We're really looking forward to seeing you compete once again. So we're actually going to start with a segment called a blind ranking. So we have 5 satisfying feelings. Not all of them are ninja related, and you are going to rank them first to fifth. And you don't know what's going to come next. So I will start getting an obstacle that you were grinding for the very first time.
Hmm. Is this related to like on competitions or more training based?
More training, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll put that on number 4.
Ooh.
4. Okay. You're not like it doesn't hit as hard for you anymore, or you just kind of like it's good. You saving it? What's the
It's good,
strategy?
but I think you guys will have better satisfying feelings, so
Fair. All right. Well, the second one is cracking your back.
I'll put that on 3.
Okay. Okay. I have a problem with it. Like I will crack my back every 30 minutes or so, just whatever I remember to. It's pretty bad.
It was more when I was staying with you and
It probably was, honestly.
and then next up we have you're about to fall asleep, but you have a perfectly cold pillow that your head is resting on.
See, this is a tough one. I'm gonna put that on number 5 because I like warm
Wow.
pillows.
Really?
Yeah, I
Wow,
do.
that's a hot take.
one
That's a hot
hurt.
take. Okay, so you've got the 1 and the 2 open. That's
Yep.
tough. Okay. I'm not mad at these being top 2. Your next one is plugging in a USB cable correctly the first time.
That is pretty satisfying. I'll put that on number 2.
All right. So Evan, the number 1.
Number 1, this one's definitely going to hit for you. Your Ninja Warrior Germany Season 8 buzzer.
Number 1. Easy. See,
Honestly,
perfect.
I don't know about perfect. You put cold pillow at 5.
Yeah.
I kind of like them warm.
I'm trying to
Definitely
think,
hot
what would we say?
take.
Honestly, no, because 3 was cracking your back. Honestly, I might kind of agree with most of this list, actually. Now that I think about it.
I like it too. I would probably put cracking my back at number 5, which is weird
Really?
because
Okay.
it's competing against all these other awesome stuff.
I think I would put USB at 5. It's very nice, but I love me some cold pillows. And cracking my back would probably be number 1. Like if I hit a buzzer on a show, yeah, sure, that's number 1. Madeline's got us beat in that department by quite a bit. So beats us combined.
Kane, you had a shot on the show. Me?
Let's not talk about that. Let's not get there. I hate Log Runner with a passion now, and it used to be one of my favorites. Anyways, oh man. All right. Well, so Madleen,
Cool.
Dual citizen, U.S. and Germany. Is that what we're working
No,
here?
so currently we're applying for the green card, so kind of in the process for that. So yeah,
Awesome.
kind of the state.
Now, something that I was curious about, especially because I was watching the kids version, and they were saying on the most recent Kids Academy season, I guess the hosts gave all of the kids who competed a lifetime pass to compete as soon as they're old enough to be on the main show, right? And that was something that I had like absolutely no clue about. I Is that something that they've done before for other competitors in the past, or is this just like I don't
So
know?
actually, on this past season, I got a wild card for life as well from the host.
Wow.
So I think if I'm not mistaken, 2 people in all of the 10 seasons so far, or 3, maybe more, have gotten a wild card for life, and I'm one of them, so I was pretty lucky and very thankful for that. But yeah, I think it's really cool that the kids in the Ninja Kids Academy got that too, because, I mean, they're very good. So, I
Yeah.
mean, I didn't watch it to be honest, but I know I've seen them on Instagram, like, I've seen them on social media, they're very good, and I think this generation definitely has got a lot in store, and they're very strong, so
I I can't say that I really enjoyed watching the show. It was very much geared towards kids, but I rank every ninja show, so I watch every ninja show so I can put it in its proper spot. But I agree, the kids were shredding on the course when they actually had obstacle based challenges. They were moving. They were like 12 and they were skipping salmon rungs, and I was like, okay, like they're cooking. Like
Mhm,
when they're
yeah,
old enough to be on the show, they're gonna be some forces for sure. But
for
that's
sure,
awesome. You got
yeah.
your own lifetime pass to Ninja Warrior Germany. That's sick. Are you allowed to say who the other ones are, if at all? Or
Um, I am, 'cause it's official, I mean, it's happened in the
okay.
past seasons, but I don't know their names, not gonna lie.
Oh, okay.
But I know for sure
That's
that
okay.
I'm one of the youngest, so
Oh, that's awesome. It gives me a
it's pretty
scavenger
cool.
hunt to go for after. I can be a little detective
Yeah,
afterwards.
yeah,
Yep. Kane's being Mr. Worldwide over here.
that's
Let's
awesome
see.
though.
I
What?
I am trying to make a push. Yes.
Yeah.
But
So
so yeah, go
go
for it,
ahead,
man.
Kane.
No. You go.
All right. So sticking with Ninja Warrior Germany, you've been on 4 seasons, soon to be five. There's one season, I know we touched upon it previously. That was season 8. You hit a qualifying buzzer, which I remember when I first heard of that on social media, I popped off. Because like seeing one of my friends hit a buzzer on Ninja Show is such an awesome feeling. So take us through that run specifically.
Yeah, I mean, that was crazy, that was so I was 18 in that season, and that was kind of nerve-wracking for me too because when you're 16 and 17, one of your parents still goes with you, and it was just nice because they were there, and when you got nervous, they're like, "Okay, it's gonna be okay," like but, yeah, when I was 18, I went alone, which was a little scary, but that was definitely I was way more nervous too because I think nerves is definitely something I struggle with when I compete, but yeah, when I stepped on that stage and I just went with it, I just did the obstacles, everything went very well, very clean, I felt very strong, and yeah, and then I got to the last obstacle before the warp wall, and it was the eyeglasses obstacle, and to be honest, in my head, I was like, "Oh, this is cool, like, I'm already this far." Didn't really think about the buzzer, but yeah, I cleared that obstacle, saw the warp wall, I'm like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah," and then I ran up it, hit the buzzer. That was just an amazing feeling. I'll never forget that moment.
Those
It was
courses
very,
are
very
not
cool.
easy either. Like every time I watch their qualifiers, I'm like, these are pumpy courses. And I do remember that specific season. I thought it was borderline overkill to have the eyeglasses at the spot that it was. I was like, people are already pretty tired, I would assume. And having to do something like the eyeglasses, which can take a lot of time, a lot of dead hanging for a while. I was very impressed. I was very impressed by anyone who got it. I was very happy that, like Evan said, like it's one of his friends. I was happy, but like vicariously through Evan.
Yeah, I mean, that was awesome. I honestly like when there's hard last obstacles because if everyone clears the course, that's like, okay, maybe the course was too easy then. So I like that there's a little challenge with it too. And yeah, it just feels more special in that moment too. So
Oh, for sure. For sure. Is
Yeah.
that like, do you have a favorite type of obstacles or favorite move you like to make on courses?
I love laches. I love linking. I love just the way your body swings in the air. I think that's really cool. It feels great.
Yeah, it's a tough one to beat for sure.
Yeah, and like obviously going into season 11, other than obviously getting buzzers, have any other like internal goals for yourself?
Yes, yes. So my number one goal is last woman standing. That's been my goal the past few seasons, but just a little something goes wrong, and then that goal just is gone. And you hope that next season will be better. So, yeah, that's definitely my goal for this season. Last woman standing.
Of course.
You have a very real shot at that. I mean, there's some stiff competition for sure for last woman standing, but you're right up there, like easily. It just has to go your way. You know, the dominoes have to fall correctly, and sometimes the falls on specifically Germany, it looks more luck based. Like it just looks like people have the most random falls in spots where you wouldn't assume they would fall. And it would be like, oh, they fell backwards off the dismount platform. And I'm like, why? Like what happened there? And then
Yeah.
there's some type of explanation for that most of the time. Like I speak with Fabian Scheipner quite a bit
Mhm.
about it. And he talks about like how the grips feel on certain obstacles and how it's different. I'm like, okay, it makes sense. It still looks a little goofy on TV when people are failing in those spots, but it does make sense. And so hopefully things go well for you. It films in April,
In May.
March, May. Okay.
May.
All right. Well, good luck.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yep, we are. I'm excited for you. I'm again, awesome feeling to have a friend on a ninja show. I have a few friends on ninja shows. Obviously Kane right here. Uh, it's it's just amazing, like each and every time. But transitioning away from Ninja Warrior Germany, you have been competing in Women's Ninja Association, the league run by Megan Budway. Which, by the way, Megan, Jennifer Sanders, if you guys are watching this, you guys have been doing a fantastic job with Women's Ninja Association. I'm
Yes.
absolutely love watching the competitions. You competed in two at the time of us filming. I'm sorry, recording. Uh, Take us through your runs at Ascend and Warrior Tech.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I love that league. I think it's so cool what they're organizing for the women. And yeah, I really like the competition so far. They're awesome. But the first competition was in Ascend, if that's correct. That was a really cool league. I love that. I mean, this is the first year they're doing this. So it's something new, and yeah, it's really cool. So that competition went pretty okay for me. Um, Speed is not really my strong suit, I will say, because I rush things and then I second guess myself. So that's just that. That's why I didn't place as good as I'd hoped. But the other one in Warrior Tech that I went to in North Carolina, I placed second, which was really cool. Um, I did make a few mistakes on that because I jumped over a platform, so I kinda went further than I should have, so I had to redo it, lost time, but I did finish the course. Unfortunately, the time went out, so that kinda sucked, but yeah, it was still really cool. I love this new format, I love this new league, so I'm excited for the coming competitions, especially finals in March. Looking forward to that.
I can speak on Warrior Tech specifically because I would compete there quite a bit when I was living in North Carolina. It's a maze. It's a pretty condensed area when you get to the rig itself. It's very easy to miss touch points or miss platforms or overshoot things uh, because it feels more confined in, especially like there's a wood rig on the far side of the gym. Um, when you're in there, you feel you're very it's almost claustrophobic, I would say. It's not a small gym. I want to shout out Matt, because Matt Kalans, course designer, owner of the gym over there, he does very well with the space. But because he does so much with the space, there's so many different things in like hanging by your face when you're trying to focus on what's right ahead of you. It's not an easy place to podium. It's just not, because people forget where they're going. People will reach for the wrong thing all the time. It's a very common mistake that people make. And walking away with any type of medal from there is like a badge of honor. So great job. Congratulations again. And finals is at Modus, right?
Yes.
Dude. Yeah. Have fun there. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
I'm so jealous that you get to go to Modus. That's like the one gym I really want to hit.
One day, Evan.
Absolutely.
We'll plan a day. We'll go out there and we'll do a podcast episode with Donovan and hopefully Cal. I really like Cal. Have you met him? But
no.
We'll just do like a Modus episode there.
Ooh, sounds fun.
Yeah. Hopefully we get to try some Sasuke obstacles, Kane.
Maybe. It depends on what he's got set up at the time. But so with Women's Ninja Association, something that I'm really appreciating is that Megan and Jennifer, they started small. There's only 5 competitions in this season. They're keeping it, as regional as they can for the sake of properly expanding, whether that's financially or through gyms or competitively in general. They're really making sure that they're delivering a quality product instead of just rapid firing a bunch of qualifiers. When they do succeed and expand, how many of these qualifiers do you realistically see yourself going to?
That's a good question, because it definitely depends like how often these qualifiers will be. But yeah, this season I tried to go to every single one of them. Unfortunately, I did miss one because of weather conditions, like we couldn't drive there. It was not suitable. But yeah, I mean, I'd hope to go to as many as I can. I like competing. I think it's really fun, so that'd be great if I could go to as many as I could.
It gets very tough, in my opinion, to budget competitions, because there's so many different leagues and there's so many other things besides the registration fee, especially now that like we're all adults or young adults. Like we have to kind of fend for ourselves there. Walk us through like how you've been navigating that and how you've been prioritizing what leagues to go to.
Yeah, so my priorities are definitely on like the international competitions like Ninja Warrior Germany, World Championships. I've started with OCR now too, so that's definitely on my top priorities. I do try to qualify for like World Ninja League World Finals, UNA Finals. So yeah, I go to the qualifiers, qualify for regionals, qualify for worlds, and go to worlds. So it's kind of how it goes.
Yeah, like budgeting is such a huge thing, especially since money does not grow on trees.
Right.
So like obviously not only do you have to worry about the international competitions, but also like not just like Kane said, like not just with the registration things, but like travel expenses. You gotta pay for food, you gotta pay for like a hotel if you're staying in one. Yeah, so like it gets costly really quickly, especially if you're going to all these comps.
Mhm.
So like yeah, it could be really tough.
Yeah, that is true. I'm pretty lucky that my dad is very supportive in NinjaSport. Like he really tries to push me to grow and just do well in general. So I'm pretty lucky that he supports me in that way. So yeah.
This is how
Thank you,
you
Dad.
know that there's the European influence in you. You just said NinjaSport. And that's just not something that they say in the States.
Yeah.
I remember talking, I remember doing research into like, how do we get ninja to be like a government funded, like officially recognized sport, right? And one of the criteria was you have to agree upon a name. And I was like, well, there goes that, because like the States and like Australia, they're just calling it ninja. And then you've got most of Europe calling it ninja sport. And it's just like, Well, I guess we're screwed, guys. It's over.
Yeah, it gets tough. I mean, there's different words they use for everything. Like, I know in Germany, instead of linking, they say connect. So
Connect, yeah.
it's funny.
It's really fun. We've become in frequent contact, I would say, with Mr. Frank Schmidpeter, Frankie Fulsend,
Yeah.
and every time I speak with him, I'm learning how they say things and what their terms are because I have to translate it in my head. I'm like, oh, what do you mean connect line? Oh, link line. Okay, I got you. Okay. Like it was just so it was so the same and also so different at the same time. It was great.
Yeah, it's very funny.
What are some other ones that there are that you can think of?
Well, definitely connect and link. Um, hmm. I don't know. I'm sure there's a few,
Oh,
but I can't really think of any.
the one where everyone like especially the French, but the Germans I've heard say this too, where they call it a parcours
Yeah, they
for
do. They
just
say
course.
parkour instead of course.
That part threw me off. I was like, oh, do I have to like start Kong vaulting over stuff? Like what's going on now? Like
Yeah, I mean, personally, I say course too, and whenever someone says parkour, I'm like, "Oh, oh, course."
I
nice.
legit did not know that those were a thing. So I learned something new today.
Okay, and then I do have a list here, a small list of obstacles that I would like for you to tell me the German names of, because I love the German name for salmon ladder, Himmelschleiter, right? Like
Himmelsleiter.
it's so like satisfying to hear, and I love that like I've heard Americans hear that and they like kind of laugh about the name, and then I remember they did a versus the world, the Four Nations special for Germany, and they laughed at salmon ladder. Like they both just think that they're the funniest like names for an obstacle. So I do have a short list here in front of me. I just want you to say the German names. I'm very I'm very curious here. Um, First, the warped wall.
Wand. Die Wand,
Okay, that's
which
a
just
cool one
means the
actually.
wall.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it sounds like. I mean, I just hear wand and it makes me think magic or something. I don't know, but it's like it's cool. It's cool. Cliffhanger.
Leisten.
Leisten. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Pole grasper.
Oh, I don't know actually.
I'm trying to go for like ones that they use a lot.
Pole grasper. Is that the vertical pole that you jump to and it drops down?
Yeah, no, it's just the poles that you pull yourself through,
Oh,
hands and feet.
Mikado Stangen.
What? That's so. Mikado
His
sounds
mind has
kind of
been
tough.
blown.
I'm gonna be
I think
honest.
that's
Like
the name.
the Mikado part sounds kind of tough. Honestly, it sounds like a samurai thing or something. I don't know. No, that's pretty sick. Is there one for wing nuts?
I think there is, but wing nuts. Yeah, I don't. I feel like there
Hmm.
is. I just can't think of it right now.
Okay. Okay. Have they done? What do people call like the gym exclusive ones? Like, do they have it? Like, they have to have a name for like a throwback, right? Because there are throwbacks in gyms over there and stuff, and I know that for a fact. So, like, do you know what they call it?
Throwback? Okay, and what relate like swinging or when you
Yeah,
throw back your sword?
the like Brett
Oh,
Sims obstacle.
lache, like a lache?
The one where you on your backswing, you pop and you catch the other side because it rotates towards you.
You've seen Oliver do it at the gym a ton. It's on those
Oh, I like a backflip. You're saying you do a swing and
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. I got it. Can you repeat the cliffhanger one? Just because that is my favorite obstacle. I kind of want to just store it
Leisten.
in the old memory. Leisten. That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you
I
for
wish
that.
I
I've been
learned all these
educated.
obstacle names while I was taking German in high school.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know you took German.
I did. We had to take a foreign language, and I chose to do German. The other options were Spanish and French.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I went the Spanish route. How many years did you do it for?
Me, it was 2. but I forgot
Okay.
like the vast majority of it.
Dang. Got to keep it up, man. I really do think it's such a valuable thing in life to be bilingual. Like
Yes, for
I
sure.
am, and I'm not bilingual. I am trying to get there with Spanish right now. I've been working on that for some time, but it just feels so important to like connect with other people and to meet experience new people and cultures and everything like that. Like I don't know. My goal is to get fluent in Spanish so I can go to Mexico and meet my family over there and actually be able to converse with them. That's the big one for me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, my college roommate is learning Japanese right now, which from what I
Dude.
hear is very very hard.
Yes. Japanese is a commitment and a half, dude. Like the options for me growing up for languages were Spanish, Japanese, and Hawaiian. And everyone who took Japanese at some point had a crash out or cried or just like wanted to give up within like 3 months because it was a lot. It's a very demanding dialect to learn. But Madleen, Evan tells me that you are studying exercise science or something along those lines.
Health science, yeah.
Health science. All right. So go in detail about that. What specifically are you looking to get out of that?
Yeah, so actually funny story. I've studied health science for 1.5 years now, and I'm in my winter semester right now. But I'm actually looking to be a pilot in
Whoa.
soon. So yeah, that's kind of the goal. I want to go to a flight school, either in Germany or in the US, but kind of looking at the German flight schools right now. So yeah, but honestly, just going with the flow right now, seeing where life takes me. So it'd be cool though.
So
I'm interested in that.
what started you on health science and then eventually had you pivot to flight school?
Yeah, so I mean, once you're out of high school, you kind of have to pick what you do in college. So that was honestly a tough decision for me at first. Um, I thought I wanted to be a doctor, but turns out I really don't. So, yeah, but I actually so when you study like anything pre-med, you still have to get volunteering hours, you have to do stuff outside of college. So I went to the soup kitchen and I worked there for couple months and I actually met someone. She's a pilot and she's a retired pilot now, but she told me all about being a pilot and I learned so much through her about like aviation and everything. And I love traveling. I love flying on airplanes in general. So, yeah, that's kind of what sparked that interest in me. So, and then I kind of looked into it. I took a discovery flight and I love that. I think it's so cool. It's definitely an interesting path, but I'm kinda willing to take that risk and hope it turns out good.
Yeah, and with the health science stuff, like I know some friends who went into that sort of field. Like my mom is a nurse, and that stuff is not easy. So like big props to you for going into that. Even though like your interests have changed, and that's completely okay. Like I never knew you wanted to be a pilot, so like that's so interesting to me. That's so cool.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it's such a cool job too. I mean, like I said, I love traveling, so it's just feels right.
What kind of flying would you want to get into? Are you talking like airlines or like commercial like tourism or are we thinking more military or anything like
I'm thinking more of airline, so
that? Okay.
seems
Awesome.
cool.
It's a great excuse like working as like a pilot or a flight attendant or whatever. It's a great excuse to go check out different parts of the world as well. So like shoot, you're going to be pretty well traveled. Like you
For
already are
sure,
for the most
yeah.
part, but like I know there's a lot of flight attendants that I've a lot of them were like former classmates of mine and they're mostly just traveling from Hawaii to the US, but they've been to a lot more states than I have because they just touched down and they're like, oh, well, I have 6 hours till my next flight back home. So I'm gonna go shop. I'm gonna go eat at this restaurant, and I'm just gonna go like explore. And suddenly they're, they have all this travel experience, and it's really cool. It's a nice perk of it. So
Mhm.
that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
I
Yeah.
also just want to say, like, it's really, really like this should just be a reminder to anyone listening who is struggling with figuring out what they're doing with their life. You can change your mind. It's okay. Okay. My degree was in sports journalism, and that served me for about 2 years before I just went full ninja. And now I only do ninja stuff. And the most journalistic thing I do is this podcast. You will be fine.
That's so true though, yeah.
Yeah, but like when it comes to like travel specifically, I know both of you guys are way more well versed in that than I am. I can count how many countries I've been to on one finger. Like I really want to go to Barbados for the Barbados Ninja Throwdown, which I know
Dude,
Kane is very familiar
yes.
with.
I'm trying to get as many of my friends out here as possible. That's for sure. But hopefully soon. Hopefully soon.
Another country you were in was Sweden for some OCR. Unfortunately, there was a lot of rain
Yeah.
from what we've heard from not just from you, but also from some of our other friends that were competing there. So, like, how was that event?
That was awesome. I think that was one of my favorite competitions ever. That was actually my first time doing OCR. So to be honest, I heard it was gonna be Olympic. So I was like, ooh, that's cool. I want to try that out. So yeah, I reached out to OCR Germany to see like if there's competitions that you can qualify for. And yeah, then they kind of gave me a wild card to compete on the World Championship in Sweden. And yeah, that was really cool. Like you said, there was a lot of rain, so it was rain protocol, but still, it was awesome.
And was this
Great
for the
experience.
100-meter race?
Yeah, 100-meter race.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. Yeah, do you at all like what's your first impression there? Because I feel bad that some people are like, whoa, it's gonna be in the Olympics. And it's like, yes, but you're kind of getting baited because it's in the pentathlon right now only. So like where do you stand with your overall enjoyment and then your thoughts on like its potential?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's in pentathlon right now, so that sucks because I don't do pentathlon, but, maybe it'll be its individual event in the coming years, 2032, who knows? So if that's the case, then I hope to be there.
Nice.
We
And
hope so too.
how'd you do at the event itself, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't remember what I placed individually, but I know that in semifinals, I slipped on the rings, and for me, when I slip, my mind just shuts down. I think I could have still caught
Mm,
up because the person I was racing also slipped, on an obstacle before that, but I was just not there mentally. But there was, on the last day, a team relay that they had for Team Germany, well, for all the countries, and we actually placed 3rd, so that was awesome.
awesome. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I get that. Sometimes when I fall, I'm like, okay, it's all right. Like I can try again. And then I actually stand at the starting block and I'm like, do I really have to though? Like I'm good. Like,
Yeah,
uh,
that's definitely my issue a little bit. That's I think also the problem with me in competitions. I just sometimes just shut off and then I'm like, "Okay, I'm done."
so
So I gotta work on that.
how does that affect when you do like an NSC? Because their hybrids obviously have the retry system.
Yeah, I've definitely gotten better over the years now. This year I've competed in quite a few NSCs, and I've done pretty okay on some of them. And for me in hybrid, I think hybrid is kind of where my strength is. Um, and when I fall, it does get in my head, but I can kind of recover from that because you get another shot, you have a feeling of how the obstacle already feels. Now do it again, do it better. And yeah, I really like NSCs. I think they're really cool.
I
Do
bet.
you?
Like, oh, go ahead, Kane.
I was just gonna ask if she had a favorite gym
Oh,
that you like to go to compete at.
Honestly, I don't because I like how every gym is different. Every gym feels different when you walk into it. The courses are different. Like it's always a new atmosphere. Even if it's the same gym and you walk into it again, it's a different competition. It feels different every time. Yeah.
Yeah, valid.
mhm. Yeah, like for NSC specifically, like the courses, even at like a same gym, will be completely different the next time you go, which is the beauty of Ninja. And also, when you went to OA, you absolutely killed it. Placed top 15. So big congratulations
Thank
to
you.
you.
Thank you.
How was that your first time getting in the top 15?
No, that was my
Okay,
second time, I think.
awesome.
Yep.
Let's go. Yeah, I honestly I don't watch the first days of NSCs. I just think there's too many people, and I'm just
That's
like
fair.
I've like it goes on for the whole day, and it kind of has to. But I'm also like I got other things going on in my schedule, and so I typically just watch the top 15 when it's done streaming, like on a Monday or something, just to see the courses and see how people do. But I'm definitely not tracking NSC live, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
What was your favorite run in anything this past year of 2025? Because we're now in 2026, and you've had some really awesome runs. Like you killed it at Ascend's WNA and Warrior Tech's OCR's WNA. So, what was your favorite run this year, or this past year, I
Um,
should say?
my favorite run, I think, would be the one in Sweden at OCR. Because I had a really good qualifying run that one time, and that was just great feeling. So that's how I qualified for semifinals too. So that was really cool.
That's awesome. And you said you're not really like a big speed athlete as well. So I can imagine it was probably pretty satisfying getting a speed course and really acing that.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely helped too. I went to Colorado before Sweden to train on the 100-meter course, so I kind of had a feeling for the obstacles. So that helped a lot, and it was also a cool experience. Awesome
That's
100-meter
the
course there.
one that's the one by Glenn, right?
Yeah.
Albright? Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
It's a cool course. It's very interesting as well, that setup. Like because that's not in a straight line, like the actual 100 meters, is it?
No, it's kind of in an angle, but I think it makes it harder, so it's good training.
Yeah, I was gonna say it must be pretty different. Harder is good though, yeah, because it makes the real thing a little more manageable.
Yep.
Yeah, like we all want a challenge, of course. Like the harder obstacles when you beat them are more satisfying as well. So like I completely feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know if I want to say this because maybe I'll get some flack. But are there really hard obstacles in OCR 100? Like, come on now, Evan. Like, now is it difficult to be super fast on them? Sure, because it's a full on sprint, but they're not hard inherently. All the OCR 100 people that are watching are gonna like flame me for that. But like, I'm sorry. You guys have rings on your course every time you show up. I'd hope that you stick around and don't fall or
Yeah, it's definitely a
oh
lot about the technique, how you approach every obstacle. That's what makes you fast, so and I mean, skipping some rings, skipping the flyaway wheels, that's tough, so yeah.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, the
You
guys who
get
can just link through everything like nothing they're nuts.
yeah,
See, I
you got
respect you guys, OCR people. I respect you. I just your warped wall is like 3 feet shorter than ours.
Kane, my man.
I know.
Well, you two are also like way higher skilled level athletes when it comes to ninja or OCR than I am. So like maybe it's just harder for me specifically compared to you two.
I mean, we'll throw that to Madleen because she is definitely the best ninja in this episode by
Very
far.
true, by far.
Yeah, I mean,
But
you
yeah,
definitely gotta train that endurance as well. That's part of it too. I mean, the obstacles, they might not seem so tricky, but yeah, the technique is what matters. Your endurance is what matters. Because at the end of the 100-meter course, you're pumped, like, you're tired, so that's hard. It's the hard part of the training aspect too.
That's very fair. Now, something that I'm curious about, like your preference on the style of training, because obviously, ninja, you never know what's going to be on the course when you step into a competition. You kind of have to prepare for all like 50 possible techniques and skills that could be on the course. But with OCR, you know exactly what you're getting into. So you're working on optimizing your moves and being as efficient as possible. Is there one that works better for your brain specifically, or just the way you think through things?
I think for OCR training, it's definitely trying the obstacles beforehand. Even at the World Championship in Sweden, you got to try the course during like for a couple hours before you actually competed, just to get a feel for the obstacles. So I think that definitely helps, and kind of just going through it in your mind, visualizing it, definitely important.
of course, and obviously we mentioned endurance and technique, but also like the efficiency, which goes hand in hand with both. But like your efficiency, not just on the obstacles, but in between obstacles, which is something that I personally am trying to work on. Like maybe not resting as much, landing in a certain way where you can go on into that full on sprint. So like, how is training for like efficiency, especially like in between obstacles, uh, is more like kind of connects that with you specifically?
Yeah, so I focused a lot on sprinting. One, to build endurance, two, to be fast. But you also kind of got to learn how to change directions quickly, land in a certain way, like land in an athletic stance so that you're not like straight up or you're slouched down so that you can just continue right away. Or like even after the sliding mat, you got to get up fast. You can't just lay there and like, "Oh, let me get up real quick." You gotta go fast. So, um, yeah, you gotta be efficient. You gotta, like I said, visualize too. I mean, if in your head you're just doing the obstacles, you don't really go through what's after the obstacle, then that's probably not the smartest idea. So,
Fair. Is there any particular obstacle that you would say on that course is like your favorite?
I really like the bars. Just they're fast, they're smooth, they're nice. I like the wheels too, especially when you can get those linky moves, go from 2nd to 4th to 6th to bell. It's definitely satisfying, but yeah, I think my number 1 would be the bars, the 2nd one.
Classic. There's something about the sliding mat when I watch those clips. It's just so satisfying.
It
Like
is.
it's one of those where I'm like, do I want to try it? I don't really. I'm fine. But is it really cool watching people just like borderline swim on land? Like, yeah, it's pretty sick.
It is.
Bet you that must have been really fun in the rain while you were at Sweden because you would just
Oh man.
fly.
Oh, yeah, it was funny too, because when you slid on it and had to get up and just jump straight to the cliffhangers, like, in the air, you kinda had to waddle your hands to get the water off. So it was pretty funny.
So you said that they had like rain protocol. What are the differences between when it's raining and when it's dry?
Yeah, so when it's dry, you can basically skip anything that you want, like, you could jump to the 3rd wheel if you can, you can, yeah, skip obstacles basically, but rain protocol, you always have to use the first hold or the first step, for example, on the
Mm.
floating steps. But yeah, you always gotta use the first ring, first cliff, first bar. Yeah.
I mean, I can
Yeah,
understand that. It's a good safety measure.
Yeah.
yeah. I was about to say like,
Definitely rules out world records though.
It did, yes, but
yeah,
safety first.
yeah.
Yeah.
rather not have an athlete go down with a horrible injury because they slipped off something. That might be important.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit. So, what is next in terms of balancing everything? Because that's the thing about every ninja. Like, we're now in a world where it's not, oh, I work this job and ninja's a hobby that I train for. It's like, no, like ninja's something I take very seriously. And so are these other aspects of my life, my schooling, my work, whatever it is, right? My family, blah, blah, blah. How do you balance that, and how are you hoping to keep everything consistent coming into, filming for Ninja Warrior Germany and this upcoming season?
Yeah, so right now, I mean, I'm in college and my semester ends in April, so kind of just focusing on that, still putting ninja as my priority, not gonna lie. But yeah, I mean, that's part of life, balancing your sport, balancing your career, your friends, your family, relationships. So it's part of it. But yeah, I will say once my semester ends, I'll focus a lot more on Ninja again, especially because filming comes up. Yeah, and then life happens, so you just go with the flow.
I like it. I like it.
Yep. We all love Ninja here, so like we want to dedicate as much time to it as possible, but like of course, like we have other priorities. Uh, but yeah, so like you and I train at the same gym. We both train at Grips over in Michigan. Um, you were on one of the tutorial Tuesdays for the flying bar.
And the
So
cliffhangers.
oh yeah, that's right. So like, how do you? So like, do they just tell you, or like does, because I know Artie is the one that does it. Does he just tell you, hey, just do this?
Yeah, I mean, basically, he has a really good idea of what he wants to do for the tutorial Tuesdays. He thinks about like all the aspects of everything, like what people might miss, what they might do wrong. So he does a really good job on that. And yeah, he just tells me like, for example, with the cliffhangers, do them fast, do them efficient, or do them slow so that you can see the details on how your legs swing and how you're supposed to do it. But yeah, yeah, he honestly basically just tells me what to do. He's the video editor, so I'm just the athlete.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough. And those really helped me, especially with the flying bar specifically, the whole scorpion on the backswing. I never thought of doing that before. So like those have really come in handy for me specifically. Stuff that like you just don't notice.
Yeah, that's what they're for. So
Yeah, flying bar is notoriously my worst obstacle. I am not a tech guy at all, and bar tech specifically is what gets me a lot of the time. And I do remember the scorpion on the backswing. When I was first told that, I was still terrified because it was at level up and they have a decently high flying bar. I don't really care about the heights, but behind me was just the wall. It was there was like a metal beam to support the actual wall itself, and then there's like concrete on one part and then metal on the other. And I was like, if I do this wrong, I am done for. But it was one of those things where you just have to trust yourself and rip the band-aid off and go for it. Thankfully, I've never hit that wall. So I'm just glad I did that.
Yeah. I tried that thing and I was so scared. I was like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die here.
So you said like hybrid's probably like your strongest style, of course, in speed. Maybe your not favorite, at least. Would you say that's your weakest, or would you say it's like,
I do really enjoy speed. I think see, I'm actually not bad at speed. I think it's just first try speed in a competition. I overthink stuff. I
mm,
second guess myself. Like I take an extra swing when I didn't have to. I just want to be safe. So I got to work on that. So yeah.
that's very fair. That's very fair. I love watching people do speed courses, competition or not, but specifically their second run. Because at that point, like you have it down. You figured it out. You understand it now. You know how the obstacles feel. and then you can just go. Like, I love that feeling. And I love watching people perfect that as well, because there's a real value in like watching people work for sure.
Yeah.
But how's your how do you feel about endurance, burnouts, anything like that?
Mm. Um, Not my favorite, not gonna lie. I used to really like endurance, but now I'm more of the techie person. Um, it's still important. You still gotta train it. I do like the pump afterwards, but the pain in the hands is not the best feeling, especially when there's ledges that you just gotta burn through, like, mm, my favorite, but part of it, part of ninja.
Yeah. I
Fair
know you've
enough.
been grinding this one bogey line at the gym. I think what was it, Ethan that set that one up?
Yeah, pretty
I
So
love
like,
tough.
bogeys. I love bogeys. I need to go to grips someday. And I probably should watch the tutorial Tuesday on flying bar so I can clean up my tech.
yeah,
But man, like every time I see a competition that Evan sends me from that gym, I'm like, no, the courses look like fun. And then Ethan's posting his challenges every now and then. I'm like, man, this looks like fun too. And I'm a big cliffhanger guy, so the bogey stuff that's been up and shown and posted about, I'm like, man, I really want to do, because yeah, the Fit Pro, the gym over here in Barbados, love it, having a great time. Currently, kind of just reconditioning, shaking off the rust. We don't have cliffhangers, um,
Mm.
and I'm losing my mind without cliffhangers because they're my favorite. And also, I just feel like I'm missing something strength wise without it. So tough break.
That's fair.
Madleen, I know you would attest to this, but grips courses, not just in comps, but also like in training, they have like a lot of moving parts. Like I know you guys set one up the other day where you had a skateboard, but you had to grab a bat, then hop it into a ring slider, and then hop it into a boot scoot. Like you guys are crazy.
Yeah, we definitely try to set up a lot of think fast obstacles because it's good for your mind to kind of train your mind at the same time and gets you going. So they're fun. And I mean, you tried them too, and it seemed like you
Oh,
enjoyed
I got to
them.
see a video of that. Please tell
Oh
me someone was recording something.
no, unfortunately, no. I know one time it was we had a course, so like we had like these mats and they were like standing upright and you had to push them down, which was really fun. I got through that, then I it was an 8 foot lache. I had like so much power, and then I just whiffed and I landed flat on my face.
Oh
Oh,
That
no.
was not one of my finest moments.
no, that's not fun. Those are never fun.
Yeah, but you guys always come up with something crazy.
That skateboard one sounds sick.
Yeah, that one
Yeah.
was really fun.
I do need to start getting more creative with my tech. Like um I brought my own batarang with me to Barbados because I was like, what do they not have? And so I brought my suitcase was so like empty, my large one. There was barely anything in it, but it was still like almost pushing 50 pounds because I brought two large vertical limits to practice on. And I could hear it kind of shifting around every time I was rolling it. And it got flagged by TSA. A lot of my stuff got flagged by TSA. They were like, what, like battering? Why is there, not only that, but the battering itself raised a lot of questions. Because you know how you like clip your thumb under it sometimes and it's not great. Yeah, so the first time I did that, I bled on it actually.
Oh.
So there are still stains of my blood on my batarang. And they kind of looked at me like I had a murder weapon. And I kind of had to like explain to them. I was like, here's my chalk bag. Here's my, you pinch these and you do this with the batarang. And it was like, they kind of looked at me like I was crazy. Thankfully though, I just decided I'm going to wear an A&W jacket and just be like American Ninja Warrior, you know, the show, like that's my get out of jail free card. So thanks, A&W. Your merch
Yep.
saved me from getting arrested.
Unfortunately, we cannot say the same about your monitor.
Oh, dude, yeah. I think the vertical limits are what did it. Like my monitor just smashed. I had two, and I think the limits just hit it too hard, and now it's gone. I got one. It happens. There's always a
Yep.
risk. Play ninja games, win ninja prizes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to borrow that one.
That's what I said when I tore my elbow too. I was just like, you know what? Like I'm frustrated, but play ninja games, win ninja prizes. Oh well.
Yep. Injuries happen.
Have you had injuries like recently or like big ones? Anything specific?
Yeah, last year I injured my shoulder and fractured my ankle, so that was definitely a little
Oh.
tough, especially because Ninja Warrior Germany came up in a couple months. So I kind of had to get myself together, heal up. That was tough, but yeah, right now I'm healthy.
Good.
Hopefully it
Yeah.
stays that
Good.
way.
Yeah. For season 11, you'll be able to come back like just even better.
Yeah,
Of course.
exactly.
Yep. So w- we'll be able to see Madleen at Modus for WNA finals coming up in March. A comp that's gonna be so stacked, and I think you're gonna do incredibly well at. Like you have gotten better and better as time has progressed. So you're gonna do awesome stuff, Madleen.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And remind me again, is the format going to be the same for finals as it was for the qualifiers for WNA? Do you know?
No, I think there's going to be 3 stages. So I think
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Oh,
Let's go.
yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be fun. Because I'm loving the two courses that they have. I'm really enjoying them. Especially like the one at Dexterity that they just did a few weeks back. I thought that one was really fun, really creative. The rope. Did you see the rope obstacle at the end? That was
I
really
did,
cool.
yeah. That looked
Um,
fun.
but I mean, we got to start throwing some endurance. I'm a big advocate for more endurance courses in Ninja. It's for some reason we're in an endurance recession, and that needs to change.
Can tell you're a fan of endurance.
I yes.
Yep. Kane loves his stage threes.
It
He
also
always
helps
has.
that I'm not carrying much on me when I'm hanging, so it does. There was a time where I just my strength was not up to par. But the fact that I was 120 pounds soaking wet kind of carried me halfway through the endurance course. Then I was like, okay, let's actually start training for these then, and we'll keep going.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to hear that they are going to be stages because I love stages like stages one,
Yes.
2, and 3. Like because Madeline, you've known this since we've talked plenty of times. Because I grew up with Sasuke, so did Kane. So like that's what we're used to seeing, and like seeing that like in league competition settings is just so awesome to me.
Well, now I
Yes.
do want to clarify, like, is it stages as in like the way they did it Ninja Fem, or is it going to be everyone runs it and they get the scores the way they have been throughout the season?
I think I may be wrong. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it will be like stage 1 speed, stage 2 tech, stage 3 burnout.
Okay. Okay. Sick. I'm
Yeah,
there. I'm so there. I'm ready for it.
me too.
I know. I'm not even competing. Like I'm just like I'm there. Sure.
Yeah.
I. Well, we're very excited to see what you're going to bring on next, WNA, and then in the fall when Ninja Warrior Germany comes out, we will definitely be rooting for you. Thank you so much for joining us, Madleen. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'm glad I finally got to meet you and have conversations with you because Evan speaks very highly of you, and now I understand
Thank you.
why.
Thank you
Yeah.
guys. Thank you for having me. That was really fun.
No, thank you for joining us today. Like, Madeline is one of my favorite people in the sport of ninja. So like having you here is absolutely awesome. And we can't wait to see you next time. Whether it be at WNA when Ninja Warrior Germany comes out, or maybe we'll see you at WNO Worlds, maybe NXT Finals. I believe.
It could happen. There's only are there 2 qualifiers left? You competing in any of
There's
those?
2 more, but I'm only competing in the one in Colorado, which is next weekend.
Is that Ninja Intensity?
Yes.
Ooh, okay. That'll be a good one.
That's gonna be fun.
That'll be a very fun one.
Yeah, I'm excited. Never been to that one.
Get some bucket of chalk training in, I guess.
That's true.
Well, guys, if you want to follow Madleen's NinjaSport, Ninja Warrior journey, all of her socials will be in the description of the episode. You can check her out there. Thank you again, Madleen, for joining us. We will see you guys next week for the something episode of the Sasuke Nerds podcast.
No, we're going to have Makoto Nagano, remember?
That's so true. We got to have Makoto Nagano next week. You're not going to want to miss that. We will be having Makoto Nagano. Take care.